Hi, I'm Will from
Tested. I'm Norm from Tested, also.
Yeah, today we're looking at the Razer Chimera.
Chimera.
It is, you know...
That's a mythical beast.
I remember from Mission Impossible. What? I can't hear you. It's a wireless 5.1 headset. It uses the 5.8 audio spectrum, 5.8 gigahertz audio spectrum. So sound quality is pretty good. I didn't experience a whole lot of dropping. Most of the time I dropped signal was actually because of something dopey I had done, which we can talk about in a minute. But the sound quality was really good. I don't know if I buy into the whole 5.1 headphone thing.
Right. So are there actually 5 speakers?
It is really unclear. It looks to me like there's one speaker and that they use Dolby Digital headphone technology.
I mean, I don't want to touch that.
You want to put these on?
No, I don't want to put them on.
They're closed over-the-ear earphones. They get really warm as you wear them for an extended period of time.
And when you wear them and you have music or a video game playing, you really can't hear anything else.
They do a good job of blocking out all external sound, which is part of the reason they get sweaty. It's one of the trade-offs of closed-ear headphones, closed over-the-ear headphones, is that you have to decide whether you want to be able to hear the outside world or not and get sweaty ears. It's a trade-off. So these are for the Xbox 360. Primarily, it seems like they are designed to sit in your living room. If you are like me, someone who has a wife or child that goes to bed early and you need to sometimes play games in the quiet, you can plug these in actually between your Xbox and your receiver. There's a dual Toslink optical ports. Yep. One in, one out. So in that regard, it works perfectly. You just leave these on, plugged in all the time. You can use the stereo if you want, or when you want to play with the headphones on, you pick them up, and you can actually just turn them on right over here. You hold it down for a couple seconds.
So the pass-through is only for optical. There is a 3.5 millimeter pass-through.
There is a 3.5
as well, and they have RCA, but the RCA is not pass-through. It's just RCA.
So the 3.5 millimeter pass-through is actually for like tournament gaming, I think. They basically give you a 3.5 millimeter cable. You can plug those in direct, and what it does is passes through the sound from the microphone, which is over here, direct from player to player, so there's no lag. You don't have to, if you're at a LAN party or something like that, you don't actually have to use Ventrilo or Skype or whatever you would normally use.
So you had no problem putting this on your entertainment center. Did you like that? Can you turn off the green light?
You can't turn off the green light, which is a bummer. And when you turn the power off here, it stops passing through.
Oh man.
So you got to learn to love the green light pretty quickly. That's definitely a bummer, something I'm not particularly impressed about.
The headset charges on the receiver here.
Yeah, it's rechargeable. Even if you have an enormous head and you need to stretch it all the way out, it still fits on. Now, one of the things I had a problem with, this could just be a production sample, it was hard to get it to connect.
Oh,
like,
just a wiggle
when I first put it on and tried to charge, I left it on for 3 or 4 hours, and there was no charge when I came back because it wasn't connecting. The nice thing is the red light comes on when it's charging. When it's fully charged, it'll turn green. It uses a couple of nickel metal hydride batteries. I believe they're AAAs, so you can swap them out if you need to. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Basically, you pop off one of these side things, and there's a little battery compartment in here, and there you go. And I guess those are AAAs. Yeah, those look like AAAs to me, all right? So the nice thing is that most of the controls are actually on the headset. You can change sources, you can sync with the device, with the tower, you can mute the whole thing, so you just turn off audio entirely if you want to talk to somebody. You can mute your microphone over here. One thing I thought was really cool, when you slide the microphone down, it turns on. When it's up, it's off. So there's no kind of,
But you can still have it on without the microphone down.
No, you can't have the microphone on. Oh, yeah, you can have the headset on.
Right.
You can't have the microphone on without putting the microphone down. These also work with PC. However, I don't think you wouldn't be able to use like the voice part with the PC just because of the way, because of the way it's going to work.
Now you can also connect it directly to an Xbox 360 controller.
Right. So if you're playing Xbox games, you want to use voice. Basically, there's a port on the bottom of the left side. You plug that into the Xbox controller, and you control the voice comm. There's 2 volume buttons on the back. The right one, which is the side without the microphone, is for game volume. The left one, which is the side with the microphone, is for chat. From the controller. So in that regard, it works really well. Basically, you can have a real no problems. Everything works as it should. Xbox headphone gaming experience on your couch. Like I said, I didn't have any problems with the audio dropping, which is unlike that Turtle Beach headset we tested last year.
So people walking between the tower and the headset
didn't have any problems with that.
But you can't walk into like another room.
I was able to get up and walk into the kitchen without having drops. 5.8 gigahertz, the higher the spectrum, the higher frequency goes, the harder it is to penetrate. So, your mileage may vary.
But line of sight
was
long
awesome.
Long distance, no problem.
I was able to go basically from one end of my living room to the end of the dining room, no problems at all, no drops, which is better than the controller will do too.
You just can't hear anything else.
You really can't hear anything else. They block out everything. So that brings us to the next point on the Razer Chimera. it's a little bit expensive. How much do you think this is worth, Norm?
$150.
Go higher.
$200.
That's it. $199 is what their MSRP is for these.
That's definitely on the high end of gaming headsets. For $200, I'd want something that's more multi-purpose.
That's where I ended up as well. So when you compare this to like the Astro A40s, which are a similar kind of over-ear design, they're not wireless, but they do have the mix amp, which lets you plug them into a PC, Xbox, PS3, multiple devices. And they do the trick with the controller so that you can get the game audio and the communication audio through into one place. But they're like $250 with the mix amp, and they're much better headphones. These are, I found, a little bit uncomfortable. They're a little bit heavy, and one of the things that drove me crazy is when you have them on, they're a little bit heavy, so you kind of tend to like go side to side occasionally, stretch out the neck. Every time you do that, you hit the button. So you either hit the turn off the sound button or you hit the power button, and it makes all sorts of horrible noises. Not awesome. So all in all, I mean, that's a little nitpicky, I know.
Yeah. They're optimal for people with living rooms and don't want cords all the way across.
Yeah.
If you're playing your Xbox on your desk, your work desk,
just use a wire.
Yeah.
But like I said, if you frequently get yelled at by your wife for playing games too loud late at night, there you go. I think I'd rather have a wired headphone.
Or if you get frequently yelled at by your wife, period, and you just don't want to listen anymore.
That's a good point, yeah. I think I'd rather have a wire than the giant-ass green light on all the time, though.
All right, the Razer Chimeras, they're on sale now.
$200. For Tested, I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
See you guys next time.
Bye.